The Order of the Illuminati loves to taunt the profane by placing their sacred symbols in plain sight. Their symbols are all around us. They're part of our landscape. They're even on our money. Corporate logos. They appear throughout pop culture, from music to movies and television, even children's cartoons. Only Illuminati insiders know the symbol's true meaning. In the book Morals and Dogma, Sovereign Grand Commander of the Scottish Rite and 33rd degree Freemason Albert Pike wrote, "Masonry, like all the religions, all the mysteries, Hermeticism and alchemy, conceals its secrets from all except the adepts and sages, or the elect, and uses false explanations and misinterpretations of its symbols to mislead those who deserve only to be misled, to conceal the truth, which it calls light, from them, and to draw them away from it. In order to know how deeply these symbols are embedded all around you, you must first know what the symbols are and what they mean. Here are the top 10 most popular symbols used by the Illuminati. Number 10. The skull. To Masons, the skull and crossbones is a memento mori, Latin for remember, you must die. The skull and bones is prominent on Master Mason trestle boards and is commonly featured on Masonic rings. The Bavarian Illuminati used the skull in its 10th degree initiation ritual. Illuminati princes were shown a skeleton and asked if the bones were those of a king, a nobleman, or a beggar. The symbol is the emblem and namesake of the elite Yale senior fraternity, Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones' existence entered the mainstream American consciousness during the 2004 U.S. presidential election. It was revealed that both candidates had been bonesmen while attending Yale. Inside the Skull and Bones headquarters, known as the Tomb, a painting of skulls features a German phrase. The English translation: who was the fool? Who the wise man, beggar or king? Whether poor or rich, all's the same in death. The Nazi SS resurrected the Totenkopf, or dead's head symbol, first used by Frederick the Great over a century before. To Nazis, it represented the willingness to put your own life on the line for the sake of the community. The Knight Templars were charged with the crime of blasphemy for worshipping the severed head of Baphomet. Number 9. The obelisk. The obelisk is an ancient Egyptian phallic symbol that rather obviously represents power. They've been sought by tyrants ever since Rome conquered Egypt and have been dispersed all over the world. Obelisks are used by the Illuminati to mark major centers of power. There's an obelisk marking the Illuminati's spiritual center in St. Peter's Square. Another 555 feet tall on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., the Illuminati's military wing. And obelisks in New York's Central Park and in the City of London, marking the Order's financial centers. Number 8. Fire. The Statue of Liberty, with its famous Liberty Torch, was donated to the United States by France, thanks to the funding efforts of French Freemasons. Designer Frederick Bartholdi was a Freemason. So was the statue's architect, Gustave Eiffel. The builder of the pedestal, Richard Hunt, also a Freemason. There's a smaller copy of Lady Liberty on an artificial island in the River Seine, a short distance from the Eiffel Tower. The statue portrays Libertas holding up a torch, bringing enlightenment to the world. Some people believe the statue represents Semiramis, the queen whore of Babylon, while others believe she represents the bringer of light, Lucifer. Founder of the Bavarian Illuminati, Adam Weishaupt, inspired by Zoroaster, prominently used the color red in the Order's higher degrees. The Olympic torch relay was introduced by the Nazis at the 1936 Olympic Games. Flames are found on the corporate logo for Columbia Pictures, and J.D. Rockefeller chose a flame for Standard Oil. Number 7. The butterfly. Butterflies traditionally represent a metamorphosis, a significant or dramatic change. To the Illuminati, it is code for monarch mind control. Monarch is a name given by the Illuminati to a secret government mind control program far surpassing the CIA's MK Ultra. Monarch produces perfect mind-controlled slaves who perform tasks for their handlers ranging from assassination and spying to fulfilling the sexual appetites of U.S. presidents and high government officials. According to one researcher, over 2 million Americans are currently under mind control. It is said the Illuminati uses movies such as Disney's Fantasia and The Wizard of Oz to program mind control slaves. Monarchs and their handlers use butterflies on stage, in costumes, and incorporate them into artwork and logos. Dramatic behavioral changes, shaving your head, or instantly switching personalities in interviews might indicate a breakdown in monarch programming. Number 6. The snake. Like the serpent in the Garden of Eden, snakes represent evil. They're the guardians of forbidden knowledge, which explains their special appeal to secret societies. Celebrities with ties to the Illuminati frequently pose with snakes or use them in performance. A statue of Draco guards the entrance to the City of London, the center of world finance and headquarters of the Rothschilds, the Illuminati's top family. It is said that Lucifer himself sits at the head of the Rothschild family table. The logo for Italian car maker Alfa Romeo features a snake eating a human. The symbol, known as Biscione, is commonly used in heraldic shields. The logo for Swedish defense company Saab features Satan's serpent tongue. Ouroboros, the snake swallowing its own tail and signifying eternity and regeneration, represents the Illuminati's multi-generational bloodlines.